Hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? We had an Eldritch Guardian and I think everything looks weird. I don't mean the Bacta I mean the textures. Let me relog. Is it like every time that I log in, there is a new chunk error? Or did I just miss this one? I don't know. There's another one. It's fine, maybe I'm just blind. Anyways, if you guys remember last episode, we did manage to get into a teeny tiny bit of Thermic Energistics, and today what we want to do is to make the Essential Infusion Provider. And yeah, it is a teeny tiny bit weird that you have to do a bit of infusion before you would be able to automate it. Maybe it's not, I don't know. We need Precantio, you, and Machina. Where is it? Ah, I know it doesn't look very stable, but we also want some instability. You know, so that we can unlock the inlays. So, will you work? I'm using the wrong core. It's 2 of you. Will it work? Yes. Be unstable, please, please. Not even by 1 bit? What a jerk. Okay. We got this one too. Well, generally speaking, we need 2 of them anyway, so let us make another one and have our fingers crossed. For instability, nothing special. Do we have enough aspects? Yeah. Okay, so we do have the automation interface, but before being able to automate everything, we need to have a base. And yes, this is not a base, I'm aware of that. I was thinking to myself that if we get into blood magic, we're going to get access to decent looking blocks. The problem is that I'm not really sure how much I have to get into blood magic. But it is going to be a fair bit, I know. But generally speaking, if we get a blood altar tier 4, we would have access to these stone brick paths, and also the tiled version. They look very nice. And I guess with that we would also have access to some of the demonic bricks. You know, we would be able to set up some sort of a ritual and automate it. It's a challenge every night. Oh, come on. You're not working fast enough. We are building a tier 3 blood altar, and normally I make the pillars out of the runestones as well. And I always get told that they don't have to be made out of runestone. And since I'm actually very short on runestones, we're going to use Valentine's blocks. We want it to be a lovely blood altar. So now, let us get serious. We want some runes of capacity. Stone burnt. Jerk. Oh, and by the way, what kind of a rune is it? Imbued, yes. This is reinforced. Next one should be imbued. We just fill it in. Thank you. I think we should be able to have a total of 5, and now I was thinking of getting the runes of augmented capacity. You know, this one. These guys are going to increase the capacity of the blood altar by 2 buckets, but the augmented capacity adds it by a percentage. So I think after getting 9 runes of capacity, we should just get runes of augmented capacity. But for getting a tier 4 blood altar, we're going to need some blood shards, and for that we need a bound blade. And you guys probably know the drill, we need some tartaric gems. You don't have enough. I was really hoping that you have enough. So it has to be more than 1. It's fine, do you know what we can do? We can drop these in the ground. He's gonna pick them up. Yeah? Yes, it will. Now we can put it back in. It's more than 1 now. Lovely. Then yes, we need the sentient sword, which is incredibly cheap. We need some demonic will. That is the whole point. Because yeah, we need to make the binding reagents, and that requires, oh my goodness, 400 will. It's fine, we need to do some enchantments. And no, this time we're not going to make a mob farm in order to hunt demonic will. We're going to do what we did in Stone Block 3. The way that it's meant to be done. I mean, using a time in a bottle. No, I just remembered, we need a ton of experience. 400 should be more than enough. So obviously having mending is not a bad idea. So voila. We also take some of the enchantments from the Kikoku, like looting. And I guess sharpness. Also Vorpal, why not? And I guess it doesn't really matter. We can have Unbreaking 3 and just add everything else. Cool. Now I need to get back all the enchantments for the Kikoku. So due to my amazing sense of experience management, we wasted 500 levels. But it's fine, we have a better Kikoku. It has also Sweeping Edge and experience. Anyways, let's get some demonic will. Just a bit. Looting helps a lot. Also Vorpal. According to what you guys have been telling me for years, we are not going to need an extra Tartaric gem to upgrade the current Tartaric gem. And you guys have been wrong. Actually, maybe you're not wrong, it's in the current version. But that is perfectly fine by me, we can have 1 more Tartaric gem. Then I think we need 1 more demonic will? No, we're good. We have a lesser Tartaric gem. I wanted to save that demonic will, but apparently that's not gonna happen. Since hunting mobs during daytime is kind of painful, can we have an imperfect ritual stone? Thank you. 1 block of lapis on top. And nighttime. I took some damage because we don't have any blood in our network. I think we are full. You go in. You go in. We upgrade the petty Tartaric gem into a lesser Tartaric gem. And I think with the next tier we should have enough demonic will. Let's fill it in a bit. A bit of time later we have the imbued slate. We upgrade 1 of the Tartaric gems. Lovely. We have a common Tartaric gem. I just have to fill it in. But I think this should have enough capacity. We need a capacity of 400. And I need to think of a way to empty my inventory. We're getting so much garbage. Look, maybe the previous tier was already 400 because this is already 100 and it's like 5% full. Then again, maybe not. This was 200. So, if I have not done anything wrong, this should be our binding reagents. Very good. And this should be our arcane ashes. Lovely. Again, you guys already know the drill. Arcane ashes, binding reagent, and 1 diamond sword. That should give us the bound blade. We are immune to thunder. Amazing. So if I activate this, I think we are going to take damage. Yes, we do. That is because we do not have any blood in our network, so let us get 1 orb. We take the garbage one, we bind it to us, and put it on top of the altar. And a bit of stabbing. So now let us make it nighttime and hunt a few mobs. Me short. Jerks. They don't die. Is the problem. Oh, we got 1. We need a few more. Let's get 4 and call it a day. Yep. Okay, we have the tiles and now we need just a few more runes. I actually don't know how many, we just have to complete this row. And a few over here. I have barely enough. But now this should be a tier 4 altar. What that basically means is that if I put this slate, we should be able to get some demonic slates. And don't you worry, this is the max size altar that we're going to have today. Yes, with the Valentine blocks. So that is imbued. For demonic you need 15,000. Eat the apple. I don't think that's enough. Oh, it was. Lovely. They're not really going to count at this very moment because I think what we need to do is to also get the orb. So I have just spent some time gathering some slates. We're going to have 4 runes of sacrifice if I drop all of them in. And by sacrifice, I just mean self-sacrifice. Then if I'm not wrong, we should be able to have a few runes of capacity. What did I run out of? Buckets. We can have 64 buckets. We can have 2 more runes of capacity, which goes over there. Now our capacity is 18 buckets. It's not that bad. But with that 1 demonic slate that we got, I think... yeah, we need a better orb. Uh-oh. I guess anything will help. We switch you. Yeah, the capacity is 20 buckets. And for the Master Blood Orb, we need 40 buckets of LP. Holy. It's fine. We will manage. Don't you worry. That is exactly 20 buckets. And I don't think if I stab myself, I will get another 20 buckets. Unless we add more runes of sacrifice. But let us try. Soul Fray is gone. The shard goes in, and it should start, yes. Regen. This is going down very fast. That's the only orb I need. Regen faster. We also have to wait for the Soul Fray to go away. Give me 1 apple. Soul Fray is gone. Hopefully that's enough. I don't think it's going to be enough. Damn. I think in this version of Minecraft, it does keep its progress, so maybe we just need a bit more blood? You're bleeding me dry, come on. Yeah, I think we lost the progress. It's fine, we increased the capacity. I just remembered that we have some prime beef from Enigmatica and that gives you instant health. I have also increased the capacity of our altar to 32 buckets. And this should really work. Remember, we just need 8 more buckets. We just let it drop and I guess that is far enough. Yup. Oh, the beef is great. I was not expecting that many hearts. Any second. Still any second. Okay, we got it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So this is literally the only orb that I wanted. With this we should be able to craft all the blocks as well. But just in case, 1 augmented capacity. It only added 1 bucket, but we will have more, don't you worry. It's a percentage. Alright guys, it has been a while later and I'm gathering balls of fur. No, I have started making a small base over here. I kind of like it. I even added XP drains and tanks from open blocks and I'm gathering XP in them and it looks really cool. We should do this more often. Anyways, I also made myself the robe and the leggings of the adept. This is from Sonic Augmentation. I also made the hood, but it looks weird. I look like an old wise man. I want to be a bit sinister. I have also hooked up our essential smeltery to our applied energistic system, and then I realized something very important. I love jars. Ball of fur. Okay, but I love jars. So I did install Atomic Energistics, but I don't know what to do with the jars. I don't want them in drives. So what should we do? I'm not exactly sure. It's nighttime again. My goodness. Anyways, while I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with the jars, here's what we're going to do. We're gonna make a lens. We're gonna make a spying glass. We're gonna upgrade it to a telescope. Come on, do it faster. And I'm gonna go and look for constellations. We can do it from up here, right? Yeah, why not? Oh, it's the old dots. I love those dots. At least I can remember them. What's this Armara? No, It's really bad to have a garbage memory. Okay, it worked. This is another one. And this one is so confusing. Which one is it? Oh, Visio. Doesn't look like Visio. It looks like this one. This one is Visio, and we're just missing the one. Yes, you. Evorsio. Yes. And yes, we're going to start attuning ourselves, and I think we're going to do it to Armora. For extra hearts. Oh, it worked. I'm amazing. So wait a minute. Does the constellation have to be in the sky? Uh-oh. Also, what kind of stupid tree are you? Oh, you're from forestry. My bad. So do we have Armora? Yes. Go away, you jerk. It worked. If that is the case, let us get attuned. Don't ask me why I'm losing hearts. But I guess now we would be able to see the lights. How would you know if you're attuned? Apparently I was not. Okay, now it worked. I just realized I wanted a Vetus. Wrong one. I'm blind. It is very fine. It's cheap to make a shifting star. Let me up there, please. Faster. So, shifting star, we can craft it. That is perfect. And let the light go away. Thank you. Oh, and by the way, I do have night vision on my goggles of revealing. You can craft it. Oops. It works. Attune me. Okay, we see the light again. Gain experience by building things. I kind of forgot about that one. Okay, so I made a small extension to our base. We have our Essential Smeltery. We also have an auxiliary slurry pump, and that will allow our Essential Smeltery to process 2 items at the same time. You see? Both of them are full. We want to be able to make a new one. Let me sleep first. It's too loud. And yes, I had unnatural hunger. Yes, as I was saying, I need to make another one, but unfortunately, we're out of brass. And unfortunately, I already put the instrumentum inside my Essential terminal. I was emptying some of the jars, but it's fine. Which one of you gives me a decent amount of instrumentum? Silver pickaxe. Oh, this is from Bewitchment, but it's fine. Very good. It's functioning. I love jars. I don't really know what I was thinking with Atomic Energistics. I'm sorry. Also, I would like to admit that in 1.7 it was way cooler. I have transferred all the jars that we have to this corridor over here, and I think our first order of business is to make the Essentia Mirror, which is essentially the quantum entangloporter of Essentias. We can transfer Essentias wirelessly. So what do we need? We need only 3 of them. And it's not very expensive. I think pistons give you Motus? Yes. We don't have enough. I know it's very shocking, but water bottles are gonna give you aqua. It's a ton of aqua. That's the point. Dude, I just slept. Come on. For the final one, I think we just need copper gears. No, that's not the one. Copper? Okay. Copper wire? Yeah, we just go with copper. I have made all the essentials, and it's actually a very relatively cheap thing to make. 3 iron, 1 ender pearl, and 1 mirror. And of course the gauntlet. And I have to move this again. I know. And if you look at the montage, you might notice that we suffered instability, so yeah, now we have inlays. Thank you. We need 3 more. This should be the final one. Perfect. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start linking them. We can put one on the ceiling. We link 2 of them together. And for the moment, I can put one on this ceiling. And, you know, have my crucible over here. A bit of Silas Mundus. The emptying Essentia transfuser. And can I get brass? Yes. You see, we're getting it from the mirror. It's being emptied from those jars over there and being transferred. Amazing. That's enough probably. Just ignore the lag. It is the arcane crafting terminal, but we have our auxiliary pump, hopefully the final one, and you go over there. Yeah, with 3 pumps, this works amazing. However, we are not done yet. We still need to upgrade this Holmium Essential Smeltery into the Void Metal one, and I think we're going to need a ton of Vithium for that. I have a slight situation with Netherwort, so we're using dolls. Gives you a teeny tiny bit of Vithium, but I don't think it's enough. We need to make Vithium in order to make something called Causality Collapser, and well, we need a ton. That's not really a ton. I'm just saying. Oh, you need 50. Holy. I have been trying to make some plates, and I just realized we have a small issue with our metal formers. You know, they were functioning for a while, and suddenly they stopped. You might notice that the universal cable is not connecting to them. I tried, it doesn't connect on any side, and if we go to our compact machine, you might notice that here we have a connection and everything is fine. So I don't know what's wrong. I mean, look, even from the back. Can you, like, power them directly? Okay. What if we wrench it? And, you know, just put it back. Still kind of dead. I don't know, a quantum entangloporter? Still nothing. Okay. I don't know what's wrong with the... Screw you. I'll fix it later. Even the replicator. Oh, come on. Maybe I should restart the pack. Well, whatever the hell that was, seems to be solved. It's such a confusing thing, I have no idea what happened. So do you also have power? So what was wrong with you? Anyways, they just wanted to be a jerk, and you might notice that I have a ton of garbage in my inventory. That is because there's something wrong with the V generation in the chunks, and if I want to craft something, I just have to move everything by a few chunks. You see here we have 2300. And over at our base we have like 500. It's weird, I don't get it. I might have a solution for solving our VTM problem using the flux condenser, and considering the fact that I'm actually smelting a lot of essentials, that seems to be a wise thing to do. We remove the flux and get VTM. It's just that we do need a fair bit of thaumium. So can you craft me the plates this time? Yeah, I don't really know what was wrong. There's a Hydra next to my base. We shall collect its heart, don't you worry. Another reason that I have to do it inside an arcane workbench is that I think the arcane crafting terminal has a bug. It eats my crystals. So the way that the flux condenser works is that you need to provide it with some sort of an essentia. I'm using Herba and Terra because these are the essentials that we get in abundance, and instead it's going to give you VTM. And yes, it's also going to require a lattice, which I think you have to apply by hand. Yes, like so. You see, it's consuming the Terra and Herba, and we should get some VTM. I was hoping a bit faster, but at least it's dropping the flux, so there's nothing here. There's something wrong with this world. Now there is something here. It's been like 10 seconds. Yeah, I forgot that the condensers are incredibly slow, and we have... Where's the flux? It was here a second ago. Okay, since I have no idea what the hell is wrong, we're just gonna plant some nether wart. I have been checking the recipe of the growth accelerator from Mystical Agriculture, and unfortunately it's incredibly expensive. We should be able to make some greenhouse glass, but I'm not sure if it's going to affect nether wart. Also, we might have to have a few layers, but we will see. Is it doing anything? What if we add more? Nothing happened. Does it have to do something with the fact that this is a nuclear wasteland and nothing grows? I'm not gonna lie to you, but that could be a thing. Okay, maybe it just doesn't work with nether wart. Okay, so things do grow in the wasteland, it's just that nether wart is incredibly slow. My main problem of not being able to use a phytogenic insulator is rich slag, and I don't have any production of it. The way that we used to get rich slag is that I used to do a lot of sieving. Unfortunately, we're not doing that anymore, so we don't get any of them. So instead, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have an induction smelter and also a sequential fabricator. We don't really want them to work super fast, so maybe for the moment a hardened kit, because it is going to run constantly. So the sequential fabricator is going to get pattern validation. We're going to give it a pattern for making clocks, and we're going to ask the export bus to export redstone and gold. Yeah, that works fine. Basically the idea is that we're going to craft a clock, then we're going to smelt it using sand, and there's a 20% chance of getting rich slag. Also we get our gold back, so we just lose one redstone. Considering the fact that I have around 1 million, it doesn't really matter. You shall craft the clocks? That's incredibly slow. But we got a rich slag. That was good. I guess we just imported it into our system. So now we can have some fight to grow. That's good. Yeah, this is way better. There's also an auxiliary sieve, which is going to increase the chances of a secondary output. We have 3 of them. It's maybe not that bad. Okay, so fun fact of the day. Whenever we have this V situation in the chunks, wherever there's no V and no flux, the mirrors don't also work. So I have to be really careful when I'm crafting stuff. This should be our first causality collapser. Come on. Thank you. Follow me. You can do it faster. In Thaumcraft 6, the way that you get a Primordial Pearl is that you're going to need a causality collapser and you're going to need a rift. You just fire it at the rift and hope for the best. Didn't happen. You might have to do it a few times, I know. I released more flux, we have another rift. Let's hope for the best. Yep. Oh, we got another one. It's fine. I'll craft some more. Oh, we got one. I know, it's the most garbage one. Oh, we got another one. 2 garbage ones. I think that took like 20 attempts. If you look at these primordial motes, you might notice that they have a durability of 1. You can't really put mending on it, but it does seem you would be able to put unbreaking on it. I don't know, maybe that helps a bit. I have like 1 durability, what do we have to lose? That is unbreaking 6. We shall extract it and put it on one of the motes. Oops. Okay, maybe only unbreaking 3. There was a cheaty way, yes. The enchantment applicator? I guess let us see if it works. Ah, you don't even go in. Okay. Seriously, you don't go anywhere. it was just worth the shot. You can't even put Unbreaking 3. You're literally telling me. Enchantment. Does it work with an enchantment table? No. Well, we have two. We just need the one. If I'm not wrong, with that Primordial Pearl, yes, we can make the Advanced Alchemical Construct. And if we unlock the research, yes, we should be able to make this. 750V. I have 230. Well, ironically, this time it's charging up, so maybe we're going to be good. We need 5 void metal plates. This is literally the best of the best, so I'm going to be very happy. And I think we need a garbage smeltery. Will this work? It's fine, I have an extra crucible. And we just need 1 ignis. So there you go. The V is not charging fast enough, so let us move to a better location. Well, it's getting better. Here is amazing. Yes, exactly here. Ladies and gentlemen, Void Metal Essentia Smeltery. Again, the best of the best. So I guess we don't need the thaumium anymore. We can put you over there. And maybe scan you a bit. Lovely. Just to clarify, the Void Metal one is not the fastest Essentia Smeltery, but it is the most efficient. So it is a teeny tiny bit slower than the thaumium, but it is going to only waste 5% of the Essentials. Anyways, if you guys remember, last episode there was an accident. Yes, Prince Thomas was shot. And I was thinking to myself that today we're going to reincarnate him. I kept his brain. You see, it does say Prince Thomas. We just need 1 clockwork brain, his brain, and some gears. And obviously a bit of Essentia, just in case. Yes, we have his brain. And you might notice that over here I do have a golem press. So what do we want to do with him? Of course, he's going to be made out of thaumium because it's purple. He's going to have a biothomic head, fine manipulators, basic arms. I might have to do a bit more research. Yes, well, technically speaking, we don't really want him to dig stuff. Yeah, we go with fine manipulators. I go get the rest of the garbage. And also some machina. I think I have all the gizmos. We also want him to levitate. It's nice for him to fly, but we also need a Golemancer's bell. Don't ask me why it needs rock crystals. And I guess get resurrected. You have to pump in Essentia. Lovely. He's fragile, but at least he's fireproof. Also half dead. I guess we should be able to use some spring water. Oh yeah, it works. Welcome back, Prince Thomas. Also, would it be possible for you to, like, follow me? Okay. Come. Don't stay there. Just follow. Yes, he's following me. And he's kind of stuck. Dude, you can fly. A bit. Yes. Yeah, I'm having a bit of an issue with the XP drains. What if we just have the tank? That's garbage. What if I remove that? Yes. I just remembered the whole reason that Warfare is just standing on the charging pad was for the XP drains. But I guess you're going to be fine. Because whenever he takes damage, he just teleports back home. Don't fall into acid. Please. I thought levitation is going to make Golem smarter. It doesn't. It's just like 2 pixels. Come on. Yes, sometimes we have to help Prince Thomas. And sometimes we have to heal him as well. Moving on, let us try to do a fun project. You might remember our dearest friend, Mr. Tizona. He does drop balls of fur, he sleeps on my bed apparently, but the balls of fur have a loot table. This time we got a stick. Somebody told me that if you look at the JI, you might see the uses. And well, the uses aren't that bad, but they're also not that great. Well, tiny dry rubber is nice. This is something that we are going to automate later on just for fun, but then I got to thinking. Probably most of you guys know, but if you open scrap boxes from Industrial Craft 2, you're also going to get a ton of goodies. I did check the loot table, and still it wasn't great. Then I remembered a comment from episode 1 that used magic beans from Cyclic. You know, these ones over here. So if you grow them, you get a random garbage. If you grow them again, you get more garbage. Basically, you get just a ton of garbage. Whoa, water essence. Anyways, you guys get the gist. I was thinking maybe we make a magic bean farm because they're craftable. Do we have all the seeds? No, pumpkin. No pumpkin. Teleport back home. I have to go on a journey. You know, this could be something totally stupid, but I just want to try it. Even if it's stupid, it's good. It makes things more fun. We just take the market, sort our inventory, and ignore the accidents. And I think we should be able to just buy the seeds. Yeah. So melon and pumpkin. And maybe more melon. And more pumpkin. Oh, come on. You know, the rifle is shooting me instead of him. And I think now it's out of bullets. So how many magic beans can we make? Oh, beetroot. There you go. That is 1 stack. And 1 stack and a half. We go back home. The other home. We are going to dig down a bit so that we would be able to cover it with some greenhouse glass, and I just made myself a sprinkler from Cyclic. It doesn't seem to work. I know that it has an option to turn on or off the particles, but particles are on and it's not working. And that is water. That is perfectly fine by me. We have warp again. Isn't that amazing, Prince Thomas? I know. We're going to use a substitute from open blocks. It also has a sprinkler, and I would like to admit it looks a bit cooler. It does require a constant source of water, so here is an infinite water source, a tank, which is instantly full, and the sprinkler on top. It should also hydrate everything, and it's incredibly difficult to see anything, but let us plant our beans and maybe try to get some greenhouse glass. Oh, it works. That one grew. This one also grew. We got the greenhouse glass as a quest reward. The recipe is default actually addition, so it's easy to craft. I even have palace crystals on auto crafting, and we already have 108. Make me 100 more. Thank you. I made a harvester from cyclic and I put it on 7x7. It's on single mode because if you put it on area mode, then stuff are going to go everywhere. But we can put a vacuum chest or something? Maybe? It's nighttime. But during daytime, it's actually growing super fast. And we're getting nitor. And the chest is full. Let me try to do some filtering. This could be fun. Okay, so fun fact of the day. I have been doing this for, I don't know, maybe an hour. Just setting up filters. I was thinking maybe we're going to get, I don't know, a chaos shard and I'm gonna miss it. And no, I'm incredibly sorry to report, but there are no chaos shards. At least that is as far as I know. Are we getting fertilizer? Yes. Because one of the things that I noticed is that with fertilizer, this is going to go like super crazy. I'm using a plant fertilizer from Industrial Foregoing. Some speed upgrades and now you should get it. Lovely. I'm still going to do a bit more filtering just in case we get a chaos shard. You don't actually get much. The only useful thing that I got was some terrasteel nuggets. And also different types of grinding balls. They're not expensive, but it's free. Who cares? Sigil of the Fast Builder. I have no idea what that mod does. I'm just keeping them. It's not great, but it's amazing for the early game. I wish I would have set it up sooner. And yes, you also get ectoplasm. All of these garbage. All of these. The electron tubes as well. And these. It's just like so many of them that I don't think I can show you everything. There's also no way in this universe that I can filter everything out, so what I have done is that I have filters on the ender chest which goes into our ME system, and then we have a trash can with a lower priority so that we void everything else. I'm also hoping to get a Dank 6 because we do get the parts. Oh, you need a singularity. Parts were not a problem. You can eat canola. Oh, and by the way, you get some free food as well. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I don't think we're going to get anything important. Also, I installed a mod item filter, because we're getting essence from mystical agriculture. I don't know which one of them is going to be important. So far we got water and earth and, you know, basic ones. And also these. This was a quest, and it's also a pain to make. Alright guys, I have been editing the footage and I realized a few points. What? Okay. Ignore the zombies, we're being overrun by birds. Anyways, the points. I did not pay attention to the time, so maybe we should start wrapping things up. Secondly, I did notice in the footage that I was talking about that over here we have a ton of V and over at our base we don't. I do understand that different chunks have different V levels and also their regeneration rate is different, but our problem is something else. And no, I don't really think it has something to do with the biome, it's just that sometimes you don't get any V or any flux anywhere in the chunk. And apparently it's not allowing me to show it to you now, but it's fine, I can demonstrate it for you. This is an arcane levitator, and you might notice it's not working. At all. It does drain V from the chunk, so when there's no V, it doesn't work. And yeah, ignore the thermometer, apparently we have nothing. This is why my mirrors also turn off. Anywho, if we move a teeny tiny bit in the wastelands and place it, I don't know, here, you might notice it's working. So yeah, we have a different kind of a problem. The silverwood trees do help it a bit. But just a bit. I think the devs of Enigmatica did something with the chunks and this is why we have this problem. I'm not sure. It's incredibly weird because over here it works. I don't know. Let's ignore that. If you guys have some sort of an idea, please let me know. But just before we wrap up, there are a few things that I need to do. In the comment section of the previous episode, some of you guys have been asking that you want to join this world. I'll be happy to oblige. Unfortunately, that's not always going to be like a crystal, sometimes we have to mix and match. And this is why I actually needed the arcane levitator. It's not high enough. We can adjust it from the bottom, over here, for it to go higher, but we don't want to waste V. This is fine. And as you guys probably remember, last episode, we did manage to find an Eldritch Guardian. He went up. Hello. He's the one causing the fog. And also, you might notice his name is Kevin. So hello, Kevin. Sometimes we also want him to come down, so we're going to have a wireless receiver. We link the transmitter, and I guess for the moment, for testing purposes, we're just gonna leave it here. Another one. Okay. Come with me. Oh, he can shoot. I didn't know that. But anyways, if we have a daylight sensor, something should change. He will go down. Yes. So now the question is, do we want him to stay up during the day or do we want him to stay up during the night? Day makes much more sense. So we just invert you. Oh, hello, Kevin. I need to change the bars. You withered me. I just went to the desert to get someone else and, well, we had a bit of a crash. And Prince Thomas is back. I thought you died again. This person is going to be Ro, and we place Ro down. Yes. And we just cover you. He's going to share his words of wisdom with us. Also, every time that I pick up Prince Thomas, he changes his name. Okay, and I guess we have to heal you a bit. Yep, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.